This OG colorway only came back 6 years ago. Not too sure why it's returning so fast, but it is. Air Jordan 13 Flint. The shoe is dropping on August 1st for $215. It has retroed a few times. Of course, this was an OG colorway, originally releasing in 1998. First came back in 2005, and then only 5 years later, 2010, then 2020. Now the 13s, if you didn't know, was supposed to be the last shoe that Michael Jordan wore to close out his Chicago Bulls career. But in the finals, in Game 6 against Utah, MJ was like, F the 13s, I'm putting on my 14s. And that's actually where he had the game-winning shot against the Jazz in Game 6. And even though Michael Jordan didn't wear this colorway on foot on court, but it is an OG colorway, and first impressions of this shoe, I like it. I wouldn't say it is up there with delicious other shoes, and I don't think it's Michelin star rated delicious. I like 13s. I don't love them. That's not one of my favorite sneakers ever. So when it comes in a nice colorway, I like it, but I only get really excited for a 13 if it's in a delicious colorway. Out of all, I think, colorways of 13s, including OGs, including non-OGs, I think the playoffs are probably my favorite. And in terms of the box, you will get this Jumpman gray box that is pretty common for a Jordan 13. I believe in 1998, it came in the same box or similar. Maybe the 1998 version was slightly smaller. And the materials on the shoe, it is kind of stock standard for a general Jordan 13 release. So the white on the base layer, it is just leather, and you'll see kind of that tumble texture to it. That does not mean it is great quality leather. You can just put leather in a drum, keep beating it, it'll kind of form that texture. The leather here, it is decent. I wouldn't say it's anything premium. It is not the thickest, and there does seem to be a little bit of that coating over the top. And of course, you will see this overlay. It has these dimples all over. That is inspired by the whiskers of a panther. Of course, one of Michael Jordan's nicknames was Black Panther. And this is also 3M. And the gray parts here wrapping around to the heel as well as the medial side of the shoe, that is just suede. It is synthetic, so it feels kind of like that feltish suede that is common for a general Jordan 13 release as well. And then moving of the tongue, you will get leather as well. At the top, you'll get Jumpman. And a common problem for Jordan 13s is that the tongue makes a lot of these farting noises. So let's see if it's gonna pass gas. Not as bad as some past Jordan 13s have come. And then right at the heel of the shoe, of course, that is probably the most distinct and coolest thing about the Jordan 13. It is that hologram with the Jumpman and the 23 in it that is supposed to represent a panther's eyes. And in terms of the laces, the shoe just comes with white laces out of the box, nothing extra. I don't know if I would go with any other color, probably just stick with the white. And then right at the bottom of the laces, you'll see that Jordan branding. And in terms of the cushioning of the Jordan 13, you do get a Phylon midsole with Zoom Air in the heel as well as the forefoot. You also see, of course, the carbon fiber plate here, as well as another kind of semi-hologram right at the side of the shoe there. Carbon fiber, if you didn't know, is a very lightweight material, but it is strong. It offers a lot of support, offers torsional rigidity, so your shoe doesn't bend and twist too easily. Also, helps with kinetic energy return. So actually still pretty decent tech setup, even in 2026. And you'll see the shape of the outsole is actually inspired by the paw of a panther. In the insoles of the shoe, it is just Dream Cell insoles with Jumpman branding on the heel. And in terms of sizing and comfort, I am a wide and flat footer. For Jordan 13s, I just go true to size. Fits my feet really well. It is one of the more comfortable Jordan brand shoes from 1 to 14 at least. Probably top 3 in my opinion, especially for my foot. It is actually relatively lightweight, especially compared to the 4s, the 5s, just all the Jordan shoes. You still feel kind of close to the ground, but that is what a lot of basketball shoes are supposed to feel like. Very low profile, doesn't offer a ton of cushioning, but I will say this for a retro Jordan is very comfortable. And that brings the total sole score of the Jordan 13 Flint to 30.5 out of 40. A pretty good score compared to other general releases. Now first, it is colorway. I think these are nice. Again, like I said in the intro of my video, that is not like one of my favorite colorways ever. I'm just not like a 13 fan like that. So I think this blue and white combination, it works really well. Really simple, but still works. And in terms of the materials, I think it's decent. Nothing to get too excited about. And in terms of the comfort, this is where the Jordan 13s really shine. It is a relatively lightweight shoe for an old Jordan retro. It has decent tech specs. The padding kind of around your feet, how it feels on foot is all really good. And in terms of the versatility, the 13s I think still look kind of like an athletic shoe. I just don't think it's as versatile as like the 1s, 3s, 4s, maybe even 5s. But it is decent. It is nothing too out there like a Jordan 8. And in terms of the wearability of the colorway, white and this navy type of blue, of course it works. And today's throwback of the day, it was inspired by a post that I can't remember where I saw it, but someone asked the question, what was the most legendary concert walkout or moment? And I thought of this answer. And it happened in 1999, so very close to the original release date of the 13 Flints. And it was DMX performing at the Woodstock Festival in 1999 in front of over 200,000 people and just absolutely crushing it. Before aura became like a word, this was aura personified. And the craziest thing was, if you look at the video of this performance, you can see the crowd. I don't want to make assumptions, but Woodstock was a rock festival, not exactly like hardcore rap fans, but he had the crowd vibing and he just killed it up there. An all red with the Timbs, crazy performance. Rest in peace DMX, one of my favorite rappers ever. One of the best, one of the most unique. Love this flow, love this voice, love this movie Romeo Must Die with Jet Li, Cradle to the Grave, rest in peace. If my memory serves me correctly, this might be the first Jordan 13 of 2026. At least the first I reviewed, I think. If it isn't, forgive me, but if it is, I think this is a pretty good way to kick off the 13s for 26, because an OG colorway always historically more significant. A very nice colorway as well. Yeah, even though I don't like love this colorway, can't really go wrong with it. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Soul Inclined. Let me know what you think of the Air Jordan 13 Flint. Like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And remember, tomorrow may never come, so wear your shoes